loves, welcome to my channel. Tamaya here. Today I'm showing you all how I cut bangs into this blunt cut bob. I think it came out pretty well. It's the look that I wanted, and I just wanted to hide that lace in the front. Y'all see it? So yeah. Just went in with my Silk Elements heat protectant, and I ran my Babyliss Pro Mini flat iron over it just to bump the ends and add some life to the wig, because as y'all can see, it looked kind of wild. So once I was done with the flat iron, I just tried the wig on again and brushed it down just to make sure everything looked right and to get a feel for how the wig looked, because it had been so long since I worn it. I then just took my comb and parted it down the middle just to get a feel for everything. Again, it had been forever since I worn the wig, so I'm just making sure everything was how I remembered so I can get ready to cut the bang.
Going to Miami, flying on your private jet, yeah, and you got them lashes.
So after I parted it down the middle, I just went in and parted it diagonally to go ahead and section out the hair for the bangs. You're gonna part an area that looks like a triangle, essentially.
You don't know your daddy, but tonight I'm your poppy. Yeah, flexing on these niggas, you don't need anybody. In the streets, you keep it classy. In the bed, you so naughty. Okay, floss with me, come and floss.
So I'm not a professional or anything. I'm just really comfortable doing my own hair, as I mentioned in an older video. And plus, this was a wig, so if anything went wrong, I could just throw it away. But here I am, making sure that I have the right amount of hair and seeing how it would look with the bangs. I just wanted to go ahead and cut bangs into this wig because the lace was balding and it was not cute. I ended up going back into the amount of hair that I parted and just parting off a smaller section. I didn't want to have a thick bang, and essentially the wider your part is, the thicker your bang, and I did not want to look like Dora the Explorer. I wanted something that was a little bit more wispy. So once you have the amount of hair you want to cut for your bang, you're going to want to clip the rest of your hair back so it's not in the way. You can always go back and add more hair, and I eventually end up doing that in this video, but just make sure that the hair you're cutting is the only hair that is in the front. So again, I'm not a professional or anything, but from my research and from my experience, I would advise to cut longer in the beginning. You can always like cut little by little, but you can't add hair once it's already cut. You're going to essentially want to play around with it to get the desired look, and I just cut little by little, as you can see. But also start in the middle, and then you can eventually go back and frame your face. You're going to want to cut the part over your nose, and then you can go back and cut in a diagonal to frame your face like this. The piece of advice I would give is to flat iron as you go, so that once you cut a little bit more, it'll actually start to form the hairstyle that you want. So this is actually where I ended up adding more hair. I just combed it down little by little to add some thickness to the bang.
Okay, big shit, nigga, I talk big shit, yeah. And my wrist lit, yeah, you know my wrist lit, yeah. All this jury got me looking like a quick lick. Can't catch me with a basic hoe, I need a rich gym. Yeah, who in the back of the most? Nigga, that's me.
One more thing that I would add is that it may be easier to cut one side at a time like I did, and then just match it up with the other side so that it's a more seamless look. Some people feel like it's easier to go ahead and cut all at once, but for me, left to right was the best method.
Nothing but fake surrounded by all of these cameras. I got to stand them. I got to stand them. My nigga, I got to stand them. A couple of groupies, I got a few bunnies that's making a movie like Pamela. Time and time again.
So once you have your desired look, you can go ahead and take the rest of your hair down and finish styling. As I mentioned, I wanted a thin bang, so this was pretty much the process, except I did go back and cut a little bit more hair because you could still see the lace, but that was pretty much the process for me.
Back in the booth with another one. I ain't the best in no other one. Hop in the whip with the other one.
So that's pretty much it for this video. As you can see, I was definitely feeling this bob.
Stiff what? Oh, no way.
So thank y'all for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Again, this wasn't a tutorial, just showing y'all how I did this at home and how easy it was. So if you want to, you can too. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let me know what you think about this video. I should be posting new ones soon. And thanks again for watching.
I need a rich chick. Yeah. Look, they got me feeling like God. Yeah.